Hello everybody and good morning. This is Camden Long. I hope that you're having the most amazing day of your life, because right now it's a beautiful day in Thailand. It's a beautiful day in the countryside. I love it. I love life, and I'm here to share a very special message for the Filipinos, the Filipino community right now, today, in this video. So first I want to say thank you to all the Filipinos who have joined my Palfish teacher group. If you're not in the teacher group, you need to get in there on Palfish, and I'll invite you into the group. And to everyone on Facebook and Instagram who've been asking me questions about how can Filipinos teach English abroad. So first let me say Thailand is a great place to teach English abroad for Filipinos because the climate is very similar to where you grew up. It's very warm, it's very tropical, you know, lots of coconut trees. So it's not like you're going to be jumping out into Canada or North Dakota where you'll freeze your booty off in the winter when it's below zero. So at least when you come to Thailand, it'll be very familiar, very similar climate, so you have that going for you. You can make good money as a Filipino teacher if you decide to teach English abroad in Thailand, but it's going to be determined by three main points. The first one is, what type of school? Where are you going to teach? Number two, your qualifications that you have right now or that you will soon have as a teacher when you're applying to these schools. And number three is your experience. So let me first just say, I know what it feels like to be traveling and moving to a new country. It can be very nerve-wracking. It can be very stressful or frustrating at times. You have to say goodbye to your family. You know, you have to start a new life in a new country, a new language, different food, different people, different holidays and customs, you know. But don't let that slow you down. Don't let that detour you away from living your dream and doing something that you really want to do. Because if you come to teach English in Thailand, you can make great money. You can connect with new people from all over the world, not just with Thai people, but you can meet people on an international scale. So, the first thing I want to tell you is the type of school. You should probably go to Google, after this video of course, and just do a little bit of geographic research on Thailand, okay? So it's right next to Laos, it's right next to Myanmar, and then Malaysia in the south. So it's not a huge country, but from north to south, it's quite long. So whatever you're looking to do, whatever you're looking to have and where to live, it's going to depend entirely up to you. Bangkok, of course, over 6 million people. It's the capital of Thailand. It's hustle and bustle. It's a fairly big city, but it's very busy. Always, always busy, okay? Lots of schools, lots of international schools. So there's tons of opportunity as a teacher to find different schools. So if you want to have the city experience, then Bangkok will be a great option for you. But if you're not looking to have a city-like experience, then you need to head out to the countryside, Isan. That's where I'm at. I-S-S-A-N. I-S-S-A-N. Isan, which is technically the northeast side of Thailand. It's very rural, lots of farmers. It's very agricultural based, but tons of schools and tons of great people out here. If you're looking to go closer to the beach, then you need to head down to Tai Sao, which is south of Thailand. Tons of beaches like Phuket, Krabi, Surat Thani. There's so many places. And then also if you go to the north of Thailand, you have Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, you know, lots of mountains, lots of farms. It's very beautiful. I lived there for 2 years. But you have to keep in mind, from February, March, April, for about 3 months of the year, almost 4, but really 3 months, the air can be quite hazardous. The air pollution, it's the smoky season, so a lot of farmers are burning their cornfields and their farms, the land, to prepare for the next growing season. So Chiang Mai is kind of like Los Angeles, where it's situated in like a valley surrounded by the mountains. So it's not easy for the air to get out, and it's during the dry season, so there's not a lot of rain. So all the smoke, all the air, the bad air collects right in the center of Chiang Mai. And that's one of the reasons why I moved away. But listen, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to warn you, because if you do have asthma conditions, or if you have already difficulty breathing or allergies, then it's going to be very difficult to finish your contract in the northern part of Thailand if that's where you decide to teach. Okay, so keep that in mind. And also, one more, Rayong. Rayong is where I first started out. It's kind of interesting because it does have some fairly big cities, but it's also close to the beach. It's close to the Gulf of Thailand. So there's so many options, but you need to do a little bit of research on Google about the geographic locations of Thailand and become more familiar and understand what you're looking to go get yourself into environment-wise, okay? So that's going to determine what type of school. There's tons of agencies, there's international schools, there's public schools, there's private schools, there's Montessori schools. For example, my wife was teaching at like a Waldorf type of school in Chiang Mai, and they had Filipino teachers there. And the director was looking for more Filipino teachers. So right now in Thailand, as I've mentioned, there's a very high demand for Filipino teachers. There's reasons behind that, both pros and cons, which I'm not going to get into. You can ask me personally about that if you like, or you can ask me in the comment section, and then I can get into it. But you have to remember, where are you looking to move when you come to Thailand? Number two is your qualification. So first and foremost, you have to have a bachelor's degree. So if you're going to school in the Philippines, make sure you finish your bachelor's degree. And if you can, get your master's degree, because, around the world, but we'll just talk about Thailand for now. They're looking for native English speakers, preferably from North America, the UK, Australia, in South Africa, New Zealand, Canada, North America. So that's kind of like on the first of the list, right? And then Filipino teachers are second on that list. But if you have a master's degree, of course, 99% of the time, you will get chosen before someone with a bachelor's degree. And you can get a higher salary. I'll get into the salary. I'll get into how much money you can make in the Filipino peso and the Thai baht. Just stay with me. Hang on a moment. We'll get into that. So, as I've mentioned, you need to have your bachelor's or master's degree. Have to have it. Have to have it. There's just no way around it. And you have to have your TEFL certification. A lot of people go on to International Open Academy and get their certification there because it's super cheap, and it is fully accredited. It is accredited. Even though it's really easy and it's very cheap, it comes with a certificate number and also is accredited. So International Open Academy can be a very affordable option to get certified really quickly online. Now, if you have some extra money saved up and you want to get certified face-to-face in Thailand, that's also an option. That's also an option that you can take. So it's up to you. Online is cheaper, of course, but maybe if you're not, if you haven't been teaching a long time, you might need that in-class experience, but it is more expensive. So you have to have some money saved up. If you need some questions or guidance about online or face-to-face, please let me know in the comment section. Introduce yourself and tell me your question, and I'll be happy to get to you, okay? Or you can ask me in the Palfish teacher group, the Filipino teacher group, whatever's best for you. So, salary, okay? I'll just go ahead and get into it. Whoops, pin drop. So, if you have a bachelor's degree, the minimum average is about 20,000 to 25,000 Thai baht. Okay? Now, in Filipino peso, if you have a bachelor's degree, you meet that qualification, you can make around 33,000 to 41,000 Filipino pesos. Okay? So a lot of teachers, they come here into Thailand, they teach, they rent, have an apartment, they're having a good time, they're traveling on the holiday, and also sending money back home. Because this is a very good salary, typically, for Filipinos. That's why, again, a lot of Filipinos are coming over to Thailand to teach English abroad. If you have a master's degree, listen up. This is why I said, if you have a master's degree, it's even better. You can earn up to 25,000 to 30,000 Thai baht, which equals to 41 to 49,000 Filipino pesos. Okay, so you're looking at about a 9,000 Filipino peso difference between bachelor to master's. Okay, so just remember that. And next is, as I've mentioned, there's over 17,000 Filipinos living in Thailand. So if you are missing home, there is a social network here. You can connect with Filipinos and, you know, talk to them, ask them questions, you know, feel like you're not too far away from home. If you're getting homesick, you have options here to connect with other Filipinos. Just remember that. Now, experience, okay? You need to have some type of voluntary experience with teaching at a school, or even if you've been teaching at your church, that's also great. Because let's say there's let's just say there's different applicants, right? One applicant has bachelor's, no experience. Someone has a bachelor's and 1 year experience, whether it be at a school or even if it's volunteer experience. That person will get chosen before the person with just a bachelor's and no teaching experience. So the better your qualifications and the more experience you have as a teacher or volunteer work with children, with kids, instructing, then the better for you, okay? So if you are interested to teach English in Thailand and you're a Filipino, let me know in the comments section and I'll do my best to offer some guidance and assistance with helping you to make your dream come true. It can truly be a great financial opportunity for you as a Filipino to come over here and teach in Thailand. The cost of living is very inexpensive. Food's not expensive. And to pay rent each month is also not expensive, okay? So when you come over here, of course, everything's going to be very new. But remember, you do have a Filipino community here in Thailand. You can always talk to mom and dad back home, your family, because, you know, Thailand and the Philippines is only just a 1 hour difference. So again, it's not like you're moving to America where the climate is very different. The people, everybody's speaking English, and the time difference, okay, can be very difficult when you're trying to talk and communicate with your family back home. So coming to Thailand is like a little trip away, a little trip away from home. So don't be overwhelmed. You have me, you have Camden Long. I can help you, I can guide you. If you need some TEFL counseling, if you need a little consultation, be sure to let me know here in the comment section. We can do a 30-minute video conference. I can lay everything out for you, tell you your options, how to move abroad, how it will be living in Thailand as a new country. And you can get your visa. You'll have your, you know, your working visa. That's why you need your bachelor's or master's. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I had to make this video. And that's another secret, is when you are producing content, so many people are focused on, oh, I need to make a catchy title and I need to have millions of people watching my videos. I want to make $1 million. But if you could focus one person at a time, one person for one video, then you truly will become bigger and better than yesterday. Because again, so many people want to reach everybody at one time. But if you can honor each question, honor each person one video at a time, one day at a time, then you will ultimately inspire more people. My goal is to inspire 1 million people on this YouTube channel. So the only way to do that is by listening to you, addressing your questions with some positive answers, and guiding you along your TEFL journey. I want to say thank you so much. Don't forget, November 15th, I got a new book coming, The Blueprint for TEFL Freedom. It's going to be amazing, life-changing. On Halloween, I'm going to offer some samples, some chapter samples from my book. So if you're interested in that, be sure to check out Camden Long TEFL on Instagram or Camden Long on Facebook, and I'll be giving announcements on my live story here and there about new things that are coming, my book, and also TEFL consultations. So again, we're having a beautiful day, and before I go, I just want to say, just take a nice deep breath, okay? You know, just kind of loosen up a little bit, everybody. Take a nice deep breath. Ready? Inhale 4, hold 4. One more. Sometimes you just need to get oxygenated. Breathe deep from the base of the spine. Relax. Enjoy your day. See you next time, everybody. Peace.